The boy who remembered a life he never lived. Some stories don't begin with a bang. They begin with a nightmare. A 2-year-old boy waking up every night, shaking, sweating, screaming the same chilling words. Plane on the fire, little man can't get out. No one knew what it meant. Not his mother, not his father, not even the boy. But years later, psychologists would call this one of the most unsettling cases in child memory research. The boy who remembered a life he never lived. James Leneinger was an ordinary toddler, happy, curious, innocent, until the nightmare started. Every night, the same terror, the same scream, the same vision. A plane lifting off from a ship, a flash of fire, an explosion, and then darkness. His parents tried everything: comfort, prayers, therapy. But nothing calmed him, because these nightmares didn't feel like dreams. One afternoon, James picked up a toy airplane and said something that froze his mother in place. He said, "This is a Corsair. It flies funny because it loses control when landing." He was 2 years old, barely forming sentences. Yet somehow he knew the exact landing flaw of a World War II fighter plane. His father, stunned, asked, "How do you know that?" James simply shrugged. "I remember." Then he said he flew from a ship called Natoma, and that his friend was named Jack Larson. His parents searched the name, and there he was, Jack Larson, a real Navy pilot, killed in World War II exactly the way James described. Psychologists offered explanations: cryptomnesia, memories absorbed from TV, books, or overheard words that resurface as if they're your own, or childhood trauma formations, where young minds create vivid stories to make sense of fear. But some researchers, those who study alleged reincarnation memories, said James's case was too detailed, too specific, too eerily accurate to dismiss. And the deeper they looked, the stranger the story became. Military records revealed something impossible. A pilot named James Houston Jr. had died exactly the way the little boy described. A plane struck during battle, a crash near Iwo Jima. The body never recovered. And when his parents showed their son a group photo of World War II pilots, James pointed to one face. "That's me." The man he chose was James Houston Jr. But then, something changed. As James grew older, the nightmares softened, then disappeared. The details blurred. The memories faded away. Just like childhood imagination, just like trauma often does. And that leaves psychologists with the question no one can answer. Did James truly remember a past life? Or did his young mind create the perfect illusion? No one knows. But the case remains one of the most documented, most debated, and most haunting stories in psychological history. Maybe memory is deeper than we understand. Maybe the human mind holds more than science admits. Or maybe a child's imagination is the greatest storyteller on earth. You don't have to believe the story, but once you hear it, you never forget it.